Here I am all emotional because I'm trying to teach my daughter about the moment that I found out that Jesus loved me too. And it was when this verse was being read at Reformers Unanimous. Okay, this is Luke 7:36 to 50. Okay? I have no makeup on. I look like crap right now, but I really don't care because this is about Jesus and he's come as you are, right? Come as you are, right? Okay. So now one of the Pharisees invited Jesus to have dinner with him. So he went to the Pharisee's house and reclined at the table. When a woman who had lived a sinful life in that town learned that Jesus was eating at the Pharisee's house, she brought an alabaster jar of perfume, and she stood behind him at his feet weeping. Weeping. See?
What's weep?
It's when you're crying like Mommy does when she's emotional. When it's like happy sometimes.
Stevie's doing the weep.
Sometimes it's happy, but sometimes it's just a lot of emotions, right? She began to wet his feet with her tears. Then she wiped them with her hair, kissed them, and poured perfume on them, on Jesus' feet. Can you imagine? To be able to do that? I would love to do that. When the Pharisee who had invited him saw this, he said to himself, he said this in his mind, right? He said, if this man were a prophet, he would know who is touching him and what kind of woman she is, that she is a sinner. And Jesus answered him. This is the thing. Jesus answered him, but he said it in his mind. He didn't say it out loud.
Yeah.
But Jesus answered him, so obviously he knew what he was thinking. And he answered, Simon, I have something to tell you. Tell me, teacher, he said. 2 men owed money to a certain moneylender. He owed him 500 denarii. That's like dollars, right? And the other 50. Neither of them had the money to pay him back. So he canceled the debts of both. Now, which of him will love him more? Simon replied, I suppose the one who had the bigger debt canceled.
Simon.
Yes. No, that's the woman who was at his feet. She had the bigger debt because anyway, you'll understand that later. I mean, not a good time for that. But that's okay. You have judged correctly, Jesus said. Then he turned toward the woman and said to Simon, do you see this woman? I came into your house. You did not give me any water for my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman, from the time I entered, has not stopped kissing my feet. You did not put oil on my head, but she has poured perfume on my feet. Therefore, I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, for she loved much. For he who has forgiven little loves little. And then Jesus said to her, your sins are forgiven. And Jesus said that to me when I read this first time.
Mommy, this little small can be when
The other guests began to say among themselves, who is this who forgives sins? Jesus said to the woman, your faith has saved you. Go in peace.
Come on.
That's my Jesus.
Yeah.